Okay, so as far as what I have here, install deadbolt at the garage side door, install dishwasher, pretty obvious. Need insulation on garage door, the whole garage door. Need gutters installed, as you know. Drawer under oven doesn't close flush on the right side. So when they come up, I think they're on schedule for, I don't know, I forget what day, maybe Tuesday or whatever, but they'll just add to the normal touch-up, and they should have that door to replace. So let's see, AC fan motor in kitchen ceiling, I just wrote that down.
Oh, right.
We're still waiting on it, so I think that they said that was supposed to be in before you close, so I'll just keep following up with everybody. Second iron fence, the second iron fence post from the front on the left side line needs secured. So I'm just going to have them run through and check it. Obviously, they need to add some concrete down there to secure it better. And then I just have the electrician, where does the switch on the family room go? And he'll see the switch, so when he's here, he'll call me and say, it goes here, and this is how you turn it on. And the same thing, the switch in the up rear game room. We have the same thing, so he's going to tell me both locations of how to turn those on. The master bedroom fan is in op. The back patio fan is in op. And it was the balcony fan too, wasn't it?
Right, yeah, we don't know how to turn it on.
Balcony fan in op. So we'll check all those, and I'll just show you. We'll check them and try them when we get here, make sure everything's good, and we'll come back. Check disposal, making noise. We know it works. It's just my hand's too big. I'll make the plumbers clean it up. AC units in attic. The filter boxes were taped closed, and I want to know why, so I'm going to find out. The kitchen, check on kitchen faucet, because y'all's are supposed to be chrome. And when y'all sent that, I replied to that?
No, not that one. You replied to the, that's fine.
I didn't reply?
No.
Oh man.
That's fine.
I always reply.
Yeah, but not that, because I sent 3 that day.
I always try to reply,
No, I sent 3 that day.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Did I reply on the other 2?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, good.
No, you did a great job.
For me,
No, you did a great job. I must say,
66%, right?
honestly, you did a great job. I do love construction manager, and they're not as accommodating and responsive as you are, man. We appreciate it, really.
Good. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah. So next time have a plan good here.
All the replies.
You.
No, because all the replies will say, the only thing he can say is, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
If he can't say yes,
No.
he can't say no, right?
It's my boss who sees, because lately we've had like 5 or 6 starts every week. And whoever has the least amount of houses, that's who my boss gives the new houses to. So it's my boss who determines who gets who houses. Because the sales girls are like, I want this builder. He's great. But it doesn't matter.
Well, I still request. I still get a request.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
No, sure.
So I'm gonna check on the faucet issue. They had the order, of course, because purchase orders, POs, that's where it was. It was just a discrepancy on the purchase order that they had for whatever reason, so they had to get it on order. And it was since then. It's been a few weeks. I mean, since then, so they should have it in already.
You put on there the deadbolt for the side door in the garage, but it's the permanent door now. It's not the original temporary door, right? Now that color, is that what's supposed to be, or is it supposed to be painted? Because I know you didn't say paint.
I put the tape on.
Oh, the tape means that no
the paint. When one of the painters was here like a week ago.
I met him.
Carlos.
The crew, I met the crew.
He's the brother of the big boss painter, but he knows about it.
Okay, that's fine. It's not the paint.
He's going to be the same one coming in here, and so when I put that tape on there, they know.
That means painted. Okay,
know.
that's fine.
And he already knows that door was coming, so no worries.
I didn't even know it was temporary door. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've been waiting on, but and like I said, the first 4 or 5 items we're still waiting on. But I've already followed up with the dishwasher. I've already followed up with the insulation on the garage door. I've already followed up with everybody, and everything should be here before you close. So we're walking next Thursday at 7:30. Everything should be done. I don't anticipate anything not being done.
Okay.
But if there is an item that's not completed, nothing like you said earlier, there's nothing that I see that's going to postpone closing at all. But if for whatever reason, well, that dishwasher.
I mean, that's gotta be in, right?
That dishwasher, yeah, and it should be in. And I talked to them earlier this morning again, and they said they're getting it on Monday, and they're gonna try to get it out on Monday. And if it's not sent out the same day that they get it, it will be the next day, which will be Tuesday. So by the end of the day, Tuesday afternoon, that dishwasher should be there. If not, then it's like, okay, what do we need to do? Do we have a spare to bring in here to close? Because we can't close you without a dishwasher. So that would be the only thing, but from what I'm getting on my information, it'll be here to their warehouse at Monday. They're gonna get it out Monday afternoon, if not Tuesday. So by the end of the day, Tuesday, that should be there. And if it's not, that's the only thing that could maybe prevent closing delay.
And the gutter, right? The gutter
Yeah.
prevent closing, right?
Well, that's gonna prevent me from getting my green light check
Inspection?
on my final inspection. But with the final inspector, if everything else is good and the gutters, yeah, he won't give you my CO, my final sign off for the house to go close. But with it just being the gutter, to where he can drive by, or I can take a picture and show him when they're installed, he might be able to let me close if the gutters are. He won't let me if the dishwasher, but the gutters, I've never done it without gutters, but it's possible that he might let me close without gutters. We'll see. But the gutter guys have already told me it's coming, and this should be in there by tomorrow afternoon. So
okay.
I shouldn't have a problem with the gutters.
So yeah,
They said they got them, and they're just waiting for the last minute on every house because their supply is so short that they're not putting it in until they have to. And we have to.
Okay.
So I told him, he's like, we'll get it out. I said, okay. Because they have the material to do it, they just haven't done it because they're waiting on every house right up until closing.
Okay.
Because of their limited supply. So, but no, I don't anticipate anything not happening, even the dishwasher. So I don't anticipate anything not being done in order for you to go close. But let's just say the garage door installation, for instance, for whatever reason, didn't happen, and it's still a remaining item. What I would do, any remaining items that are not allowing you not to close, you're still going to close, but we still have 1 or 2 items left over. If that's the case, then when we come, any items that still aren't done, we'll because you have to sign off on this to go to closing, because this is the pre-settlement. So I will make sure every single thing is done, even if you have to close and have 1 or 2 items left. I will still be the one coordinating and making it happen without bringing warranty in on it, because this is still construction.
Yep.
Later on, when we're done, if there are an item left or 2 on the exception list, when it's done and everything's good, then I'll have you sign off on that, and then everything will be going through warranty. As far as the normal process and procedures that we talked to you about.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to.
The door on the side, you're gonna paint up, what is that gonna be? You done the garage, the sidewalk?
The paint.
Yeah, the sidewalk.
My painter's on schedule. I have him coming. Tape it off. I always have him right after all my to touch up everything, and then when they're done, then they clean up. So everyone is as good as it can possibly be. Okay?
Okay, great.
Y'all feel good about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool, guys. Well, let me get you to sign this. This is just confirming. I'm gonna have you sign right here. Just sign it, and then when it's done, you'll sign off on it after we're done. So you're signing to confirm these are the items we're working on, and then when we come back, we'll sign at the bottom. And if there are any items remaining, we'll add that to an exception list.
Now, you want me to sign on the second purchaser for some reason? Instead of
I was doing it from up here.
Upside down?
It has 2 signatures for two
Two people? That's fine.
Just one is fine.
Okay.
That's all you need. They're not real particular about that kind of stuff. They just want to know that. They just want to know that y'all understand what we're working on, and then when you're done, we'll sign off on it, and you can go to closing.
Yep.
So when we meet back next week, and let me give you a copy of this. So
the meeting Thursday, again?
So I have it written right here. So you're closing at 9:30 Thursday at 10 o'clock, and we're going to meet here for the sign off.
7:30.
We're going to go over this and the inspection list at 7:30. So
Okay.
if anything comes up, you need to reschedule, just let me know.
Sure.
We'll reschedule or whatever, but that's what we're looking at, and when we come back, we're not here to create another list. We're here to go over this list and go over the inspection list to get a sign off to go to closing.
okay, so I know what you just said there, and I don't expect it to be anything, but God forbid if, let's say, contractors, they're working and they walk with a ladder and they put a hole in the wall, obviously we have to put it on the list. I'm just saying, I know you don't like hypotheticals,
If
but
there's a hole in the wall, it won't be there when we do the rewalk, I promise you. I'm in this house every day. I'm checking to see what work's being done. If somebody, which my contractors make mistakes, if somebody does something to put a hole in the wall, I'm going to see it, and I'm going to call my drywall guy, and I'm going to get him over there that afternoon, and I'm going to fix it. And then when that texture dries, I'm going to send the painter to paint it.
okay.
So you won't have that problem, okay? But just know that, oh, and I forgot to tell you, is that
We never turned this on. I don't know. Oh,
you have to turn it to where it engages the clip,
right.
and then give it some.
Well, did we turn on the gas? I don't know.
The gas is on.
Oh, okay.
It takes a little while for the gas to get to it, but once it starts going, then
Oh, so that's what this one does? We have to, wait, no, each knob is for each one of them, right?
yeah. I'm just getting gas to each one of them.
Okay, so everything except that one. Oh, okay.
Cool. I didn't have the gas on it.
Okay.
So now we had to bleed the line because we hadn't run it. Because I turned it on this morning, but I hadn't fired them up. So they're all running. And you just turn it off to turn them all off. Man, that's really nice. And even when you turn it off, it's like clunk, clunk. That's
Oh,
nice.
it just
I
pops
like
out,
that.
I suppose. What's this?
It says accent
Yeah.
light.
Do I press on it?
I think you're going to have to read the manual.
Okay.
All the
I figure you may know.
all the features that I don't put
Okay.
too many of these in.
Okay.
I
I'll read it.
I don't have a whole lot of time
Yeah.
to read about
I'll
them.
read it. I'll read
Just
it.
this.
What's it over here? Is that,
That's-
Must be the light.
light?
or something.
Is there a
Cắm điện.
I mean, here again, you're going to have to. Well,
is that connected?
Maybe it's not connected.
no,
Power.
it's plugged in,
Plugged in.
but
Yeah, this is not an item to be added to the list.
I guess.
This thing look very professional, great. Like in a restaurant.
It looks great. It just doesn't work. I'll just add it to the list.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Do you want to
It's,
put this underneath and write it? That way at least we have a carbon copy.
Yeah.
Put it. Oh,
Yeah, what is it?
Should be a light over here.
I'll have a look at
Yeah,
it.
fan, fan speed.
Yeah, one fan, one light.
It's easy to play. You can take this out and you can put it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Before it's back.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, same model. How much did you pay for that thing? I forgot.
No, it comes with this whole
Package.
thing.
Oh, the whole package.
Yeah, so kitchen upgrade level 3, you get 2 ovens
Oh, that one's
and this cooktop.
okay.
Yeah, I think so. So some of the homes, they have this thing with the thin
Oh, right.
aluminum going straight up
Yeah,
to the ceiling.
That's what.
I still
Cheesy.
Yeah, this one I like.
You gotta add it, Jerry.
I already added that.
Okay.
You know, I'll point this out. I don't think they can do anything unless they put caulking or something. I was so impressed with the installation of this, right? That when they brought this here, I don't know, they pre-cut it, the shop or they cut it here. This right here was one piece. Now, obviously, you can't see anymore because it's covered, right? I told myself, wow.
Normally they are because it normally has an edge lip in front too because they drop in.
Yeah. But obviously this you can, right? So I'm like, oh wow, I'm impressed with these guys. They actually cut it at this one piece as opposed to, because now that you drop this in, it doesn't have to be one piece, right? The back here,
Those guys, they don't know.
I know, I'm just saying.
The countertop
Yeah.
guys, they just do their
Just
job.
because when we did this, the designer, the lady said, there's no guarantee it's going to be one piece.
Well, they say that on all of them because they don't know, because every floor plan is different. Every island,
Size. Yeah.
every island length is different. And
And the material.
the material is
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Because the material, when they do it at the, because every material is either the density of it. Some of the material is fragile.
Yeah.
And when they manufacture it at the quarry, when they cut it in big, huge chunks,
Right.
they know that that material that they're cutting in big, huge chunks to slice up is fragile material, so they have to make it smaller or they'll break it and crack it if they make it too big. Some material is more dense and stronger where they can make it longer at the quarry. But
I'm so glad it's one piece.
we have a lot of buyers who are just very upset because they're expecting one piece and it turns out it's two, and it's because of the length and the material that they chose because it's out of our control. Believe me, the countertop guys, they want every single piece to be one piece because joints are just like
Not desirable.
they're not cosmetically appealing, but it's it's something that they have to work. They have to make the joint. They have to make it flush. They have so if they could just slap down one piece, they're good and they're out the door. But they have to work a joint, and then they have to deal with the buyers because they don't want it, and it has to be perfect because now they have to have a joint. So everybody wants one piece, and they only put two because they have to.
Oh, no, I
So
yours worked
material
out
great.
You know what this material is? I forgot. Do you know what it is?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, that's fine, that's fine.
I honestly don't know.
No, this,
It's beautiful.
yeah, we're happy. I'm happy.
Happy thì đã có không có ai biết.
She
You forgot it was center.
Yeah, I'm worried about
Nó nói
that.
là
The cats may come and play with it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know.
Those cats are
Centerpiece
gonna
cái
have
này quan trọng.
Yeah, we have 2 cats, so we'll see.
You're gonna have
em
one
coi
on
sớm
one
này là
all
hình
the
như hai
time.
đứa nói lại á. Mình
You're lucky
No,
I'm a kid.
I'm happy, thank you.
trông đợi cái này nhất luôn á, tại nó làm này cuối tuần nó kêu xong em thấy nó
Sau nào tôi
Okay.
We're gonna be back here Thursday at 7:30
Okay.
next week, and as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna make some phone calls just with the electrician and get some of these things going. And so you're meeting your inspector out here on when?
Next Tuesday.
Okay, so just know.
Yeah.
So next Tuesday, you're closing next week Friday.
I know.
Okay, so I'm just talking out loud, so
Yeah.
you and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at you having your third-party inspector here next week Tuesday,
Yeah.
knowing that I won't get that list until Wednesday,
Right.
and you're closing on Friday.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really give me any
I
time
know.
to do anything on the list.
Right.
So for me, any electrical items, when I get that list on Wednesday, I can have it all done on Thursday. And I'm gonna raise stink to the AC guys if there's any kind of issues with the AC to get them out there on Thursday. But if by chance there's something that's not done on that inspection report because I'll have 2 days to get it done, I'm gonna go ahead and add those because
The exception.
I don't anticipate any things really being on that inspector list except for maybe cosmetic stuff or the obvious stuff, which we've already talked about.
Right.
So anything that's left over on that, I will go ahead and add it to the exception list so that I take care of it because I know that I'm going to handle it and I'm going to handle it fast to get it done for you so I don't have to bother you after closing on getting any coordinating any contractors in here. So I'm going to handle it, get it done if there's anything left over. But just knowing that I'm not going to get until Wednesday and I'm rewalking you on Friday, Thursday. Yeah, so.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I won't have any time. That list won't be done. I mean, really.
If he comes in and says, this is dangerous to live in, that's a problem. But if find small things here and there.
So let me ask you, just because you're going to get the inspector.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, being so late in the process, waiting until next week, a lot of people will just wait until your 11th month, right before your 1 year. Where your 1 year warranty is up, that's when they will get an inspector, right before that 1 year.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that on Facebook.
It's
Are you
really-
thinking maybe do
At
it
this time, it might be better to just postpone him to that.
all the way to that?
That's up to you.
I'll think about it because I do have a few days to decide, and then Yeah, we could delay it all the way to.
I mean, if you want to, but if not, just know that
That's a good point.
I will be here and I will take care of it and handle it.
Yeah,
because
I'll discuss with my wife.
I want to, you know,
That's a good point. That's a good point.
follow it through. I mean, some people do it at both times, but, you know, it's something to think about. Just let me know.
Okay.
But either way, just tell your inspector, if you do get them here next week, just get it to you as soon as possible so you can send it to me.
He's really good at it. Usually he sends it like the night, like for the evening.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, guys. Well,
Okay.
we're good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. And if something comes up, call me, let me know, you know. But I plan on having everything done and meeting here next Thursday at 7:30. So
Yeah.
if something comes
Awesome.
up, just let me know.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Good to see you. Yeah, take care. Hopefully I'll see you on the other houses.
Yeah, you're
Impress
yeah.
me, I don't know. But thanks again, guys.
So she noticed some good paint, like hang out my paint, sơn, cement, cement on the rail, so she can put paint on there and they'll see it, right?
If you put tape, I'll make sure it's put
Yeah,
on.
yeah, because it's like cement and not
One
just
thing
like
I wanted to tell you that I forgot to tell you is, we don't leave, because we used to back in the day, leave the painter, we made the painter leave a little touch-up kit of a little can of wall and trim paint for you, but we don't do that anymore. What we do is we give you a coupon, which is basically free paint.
Oh, okay.
Here's the warranty stuff, here's the Sherwin-Williams.
Okay.
You have your selection pages with your colors
Mm-hmm.
on it. So inside here is just a free
That way they know which color to.
you can free paint. So you can just take it to the paint store and say, hey, I need this color, and they'll give it to you.
Okay.
You know, so
That makes sense.
we don't leave paint anymore. They just give you a coupon to
That's fine.
they go get free paint.
Is that the color? Is after thing is the color?
No,
No, that's
no,
not.
that's just literature.
Okay.
You have your colors on your paperwork.
Oh, so okay.
On your original option pages.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Yeah.
have all your colors on there.
Oh, and then down.
So you look at the colors, so you know when you take the coupon down to get your paint, say, I need this color paint.
I see. And then that precise, and they based on the name they able to. Cause you know how when you buy paint, I know Home Depot they do this mixing business.
It's you know, it's the same company.
It's the standard.
It's the standard.
Okay.
I mean, whatever,
It's gonna match.
extra white or whatever colors that you have,
Yeah.
it's just your standard
Just standard
basic
color.
paint.
Okay.
They do Sherwin-Williams, especially the Sherwin-Williams stores in this area, they do so much work for us. All of our painters have to use them. So all of these Sherwin-Williams paint stores in this whole area, you take that in, all you gotta do is tell them the color, they know exactly what you need.
Got it.
Because they put it out the door to all of our painters every day.
Okay.
So when the homeowners come in, they know exactly what to give them.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Yeah. No, that way. I don't want paint cans sitting somewhere either.
Yeah, I mean, well, you gotta have it to touch up, because I mean, when the movers come in, I mean, they're gonna be bumping walls. Oh, well, you just gotta be real careful.
Oh, we just moved that house into 2 pods and a storage down the road. Yeah. So I'll be moving from the pod. Well, she moves too with us into the house. So we'll be really careful.
Well, just do one box at a time.
Well, you have to, right? I can keep. I schedule already for the pod to be here one at a time, but the other place they can't fit
No, I
two.
mean one box at a time.
Oh, one box.
One pot at a time.
Oh, one box.
Just bring one box in, so you're not overwhelmed with all these boxes. It's just, I just got one box. And when you're done, take a break and go get another box. And you start all
Well,
over.
actually, you gotta empty the pot.
Oh, to get rid of the pot. Oh.
Yeah, we have to take it away. No, we have the garage space.
Oh,
we have
yeah.
It's
the
only
safety.
here for so long. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
I don't want a pot to sit there like
Yeah.
4 weeks on.
Well, you better get a lot of sleep leading up to the closing. Are y'all gonna be moving in right away, or?
Yeah, because we're in a motel right now, and it's
Oh,
fantastic.
goodness.
Yeah, we're down the street at extended stay.
Okay,
It's horrible.
gotcha.
But if I was staying for a week, I would mind paying a bit more, but the whole month,
Sure.
yeah, I didn't want to pay too much.
So y'all are closing for Thursday, y'all are moving in next week?
Well, we're gonna sleep here Thursday night because we don't want to sleep on the next
Yes,
night.
Hey, I'm with you, man, I'll be
Yeah.
right there with you, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I was asking is because when you close and you get your keys, my key works on the doors right now, but as soon as you put your homeowner key in and you turn it, there's little BBs inside the cylinder and they fall, and you just demaster the lock. So as soon as you put your key in and you turn your key, my key won't work anymore.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that kind of stuff
Yeah,
exists.
I have a buyer who we had one leftover thing that closed last week, and they're like, yeah, but we're not moving in for like 2 weeks. I said, well, if you don't do the back door, I can still come in and have the contractor fix that little baseboard or whatever it was, you know. So they allowed me access, even because they haven't moved in yet. So I can,
Oh wow, that's interesting. You can do that stuff.
but anyway.
Okay, yeah, no, we'll be moving here, sleeping here Thursday night.
Well, good.
Wow, ông ra đường khóa cửa nha.
So, you know, some houses are locked, some are not. Ours haven't been, and we're fine with it. Are you gonna lock the door? Because
Well,
she can come in, she can.
it should be locked. My painters are supposed to be, because I leave a little early because I have to pick my kids up after school.
Yeah.
And so I count on my painter to lock it up,
Oh.
and he hasn't been locking it up, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and we're okay with it because she wants to
I'm
come
not,
later.
I'm not okay with it.
She wants to come later and put some more glue, you know, because
Oh.
we gotta run now.
Đứa con xong quay lại.
Okay.
Yeah. Like around 4ish, we'll be
Today?
around.
Today?
Yeah, we'll be around here 4ish. Or we can go to the office and grab a key if it's locked.
I'll leave it open for you. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll leave it open. Now, I'll leave the tape here for you too.
Okay.
But just if you could leave the tape when you are finished, so I can.
Yeah.
'Cause
Then you know
you won't use the rest of the tape. I mean, that's.
we need another row. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just leave the tape here so I can pick it up. But yeah, I'll leave it here. I don't have a
Okay.
problem with that. The only thing I would recommend doing, if you would, is because, like, you know, we're taking painter touch-ups, cabinet touch-ups, things like that. But if you see like a cracked tile or something that's not a touch-up,
Yep.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm using it as an example.
Yeah. No.
So if you see something,
That triggers something. Yeah, but that's fine.
if you see something that's not just a touch-up,
Yeah.
take a picture and let me know. So I
Okay.